What's up, guys? It's Tim and I'm back here with another video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Raw Reunion. As you guys probably already seen by the title of this video, Raw Reunion was of course yesterday, July 22nd, 2019 in Tampa, Florida, and we have a lot to cover, so let's not waste any more time on this intro and let's get down with the reaction. So as the show started, we'd seen, of course, we have to have John Cena when there's a reunion around with all these legends, but he starts the show and says thank you to the WWE Universe for everything that they do. But then the Usos came out and says they want to see the Doctor of Thugonomics. And then John Cena does a little rap for the crowd. And then Rikishi comes out. And then the Revival come out, and it's the Usos and the Revival having a tag team match with Rikishi on what's his name? Rikishi on the Uso side, but that doesn't mean that the Revival doesn't have anybody, because they had Devon Dudley by their side on this match, and this match was a pretty good match. I thought they were gonna make this match short because they had so much time, like so many things to do on this, but then the Usos did end up picking the win in this match with a splash. Then we've seen a backstage segment with Tori Wilson, Santino, Alicia Fox, Caitlyn, Dana Brooke, and Drew McIntyre. They all had like a little backstage segment. Alicia Fox was excited to see Santino and Tori, and also Dana was excited to see Caitlyn, and she was talking with her, but then Drew McIntyre just walked by them and interrupted the whole segment. But that wasn't just it for Drew McIntyre. After that, he went out into the ring and had a match with Cedric Alexander, and this match was a rematch from last week. This match was actually pretty good with the short period of time they had. Oh wait, I totally forgot. They didn't even have a match. But the last week match was good, I should have said. But this week's match, why do I keep saying they had a match this week? I mean, this week's segment was absolutely incredible because we got to see a new side from Drew McIntyre that we haven't even seen in a long time, which is like the dominant Drew McIntyre. And maybe we could see a storyline later on with Alexander and McIntyre, or maybe this is McIntyre's stepping stone to being one of the top stars in the WWE. And then we went to another backstage segment with Drake Maverick and the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman scared Drake Maverick. Boogeyman scared Drake Maverick. Drake Maverick fell on the floor. And then Pat Patterson came out of nowhere and pinned Drake Maverick with one foot, and he was the first of many new 24/7 champions. Then we seen the Viking Raiders against Hawkins and Ryder. This match was a little short. Usually that's how the Viking Raiders matches go. But then the Viking Raiders did pick up the win with a sidewalk slam, or just a regular slam. I don't know what you want to call it. But then we went to another backstage segment. It was kind of a backstage party with Tori again, Jillian Hall, Eve Torres, who else? Ron Simmons, Eric Bischoff, Maria, and Mike Kanellis. And Maria was kind of saying that Mike needs to sort of put lotion on her stomach so she doesn't get stretch marks with her pregnancy. But then Maria just kind of left, and then that was the end of the segment. So I wonder what they're going to do with Mike and Maria later on. Are they going to make her pregnancy into a storyline? I do not know. I'm just really happy that we get to see Mike back on TV. So let me go to the other side of this notebook. So we had, we went to backstage, and then we seen Pat Patterson on the floor, and everybody was like, what happened to Pat Patterson? And then we realized that Gerald Briscoe, his former tag team partner in the either the Ruthless Aggression era or the Attitude era, has won the 24/7 championship. So this is um, kind of a thing to make the older fans excited, because they did go after the Hardcore Championship when it was around, but he didn't hold it for long, because out of nowhere comes Kelly Kelly to pin Briscoe and be the first woman to ever win the 24/7 championship. Um, so then we go back to the ring with Samoa Joe coming out. Samoa Joe coming out, and we have the one and only wild card from SmackDown Live on Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns comes out, and then Samoa Joe was leaving the ring, and then Roman Reigns called Samoa Joe a coward. And then when Samoa Joe was saying that Roman Reigns was from the Samoans, and then that he wasn't that good because he was Samoan, but then Roman Reigns dropped a truth bomb and said that Samoa Joe is also Samoan. So then they had a little fight in the ring. And then they had a match in the ring, and then Roman Reigns did end up picking the win with the spear over Samoa Joe. Then we seen a Miz TV. I got this one wrong. I thought it was going to be Miz TV with DX, but I kind of got half of this right, and you'll find out later on. But Seth Rollins came out and he said that he doesn't like Brock Lesnar, and he thinks Brock Lesnar is just a Seth Rollins wannabe. And then we had a match with Seth Rollins and AJ Styles with Gallows and Anderson, and right now they're the OC Club, the only club that matters, I think, or the original club. I do not know what their name is. I think it's one of those two. But then we seen this match ended as disqualification. Oh wait, how could I totally forget about Paul Heyman coming out and talking to Seth, and he said that he's gonna regret what he said about Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Then we had the match with Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. And this match ended as disqualification when Gallows and Anderson involved themselves in this match. But DX, the New Age Outlaws, and the NWO came into the ring and said that they have the numbers and the OC Club should just go backstage. And then that was a pretty epic moment. I did predict that DX was going to do something with the OC Club. I thought it was going to be like during a Miz TV, but it still happened kind of in a way. But I didn't expect NWO to come out as well, so that was a pretty epic moment. Then we go backstage and we seen Kelly Kelly, Candice Michelle, Melina, and Naomi all in a backstage segment, and Melina said that she finally got her license in refereeing. So then we saw Candice Michelle be the new 24/7 champion, but she didn't hold it for very long because we seen her get into a chokehold from what's her face? Alundra Blaze. And so then Candice Michelle tapped out, and Alundra Blaze was the new 24/7 champion. Then we seen Sami Zayn against Rey Mysterio. This match was kind of good with the short period of time that they had, but we can't have a show without legends. I can't have a match without legends involved in it. So we had Sergeant Slaughter, Rob Van Dam. I think it was Ron Simmons came out. It was a bunch of legends. I cannot name all of them off the top of my head. But we seen them come out and distract Sami Zayn. And then Rey Mysterio picked up the win with the tribute to Rob Van Dam and Eddie Guerrero. I don't know why they didn't bring him up. When Rey Mysterio won this match with the Frog Splash. And then we seen Alundra Blaze come out, and she was explaining why she told the everybody earlier tonight that she was not going to be 24/7 champion for long because she was about to relive her 1998, I believe, or 99. No, it was 95. Yeah, 1995 thing that she did when she threw the WWF Women's Championship in the trash on WCW. But then we seen the $1 Million Man come out and buy the 24/7 title off of Alundra Blaze. And so, let me turn to the final page of this. So then we seen Foley. Mick Foley came out to announce something, but then the 24/7 titles kind of distracted him, and he said he was going to be 24/7 champion for the night. And I was kind of believing, why wouldn't they make Foley be the 24/7? He kind of introduced the title. He kind of, when the 24/7 championship was around, which is, if you guys didn't know, it's really similar to the 24/7 title, except it's not as hardcore. But then we seen that didn't happen because Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, attacked Mick Foley from behind, and Mick Foley was unfortunately taken out for the rest of the night. But I wonder what they're gonna do with Bray Wyatt. Are they just gonna have him attack everybody? Is he gonna have a match at SummerSlam with Finn Balor? I really just don't know at this time. Then we had a moment of bliss with Becky Lynch, and before Becky Lynch could even get a word in, we see Natalya come out, and they were talking about who's gonna win at SummerSlam, how long they've known each other. Natalya saying that she's better than Becky. And then they just went back and forth, and a huge brawl broke out between them two. A bunch of referees had to break it up. So I'm really like invested into this rivalry because it could be a good rivalry because we have an amazing wrestler in Becky and a experienced amazing wrestler in Natalya. So I wonder what is going to happen at SummerSlam. Then we've seen Braun Strowman versus Randy Rowe or Brandy Rhodes. I do not know. Some people were saying it was Brandy Rhodes. Some people were saying it was Randy Rhodes. So, I do not know. But this was kind of a squash match. And Braun Strowman did end up winning this match. Then we had the end. The toast. We had Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and a bunch of legends on the stage to talk about Raw, the Raw history. Then we've seen Stone Cold come out, and he told a funny story about the Boogeyman, Ron Simmons, and how they were back then. And then we had a little toast with all the legends, and that was a great way to end this Raw reunion. And I know some people were mad because they said there wasn't a women's match. I personally was wondering why there wasn't a women's match, but you kind of have to say there's so many spots and they only have 3 hours to fit all these legends in. The women did get moments. They were just backstage moments. So I personally was kind of mad that there wasn't women's matches, but if you look back at it, then it really might have been the best decision because maybe they would have got a 2-minute match and fans would have been mad about that. But overall, this Raw, I think, was one of the best Raws we've seen throughout the whole year. In my opinion, I hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Leave your comments down below on how you thought about this Raw. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, champ.